My name is Katie, and this is my son, Jax. He's 2.5.
Amen.
And as you can tell, he is a 2.5-year-old. Well, I reached out and made an appointment, and I was so nervous to go in because I was a single person. And, typically you hear of adoption with a mom and a dad. And, I was really worried about whether someone would choose me to raise their son or daughter. And when I got there, you guys made me feel so at home, and it was a healing process too because of the journey of infertility that I had, and we talked about that, and you guys shared your experiences too, which helped me. And you showed me portfolios that kind of were custom to me and being a single parent. I remember there was one lawyer that had her portfolio there and her journey, and it was just at ease. And for the first time, I felt like I was at home and had people that understood the pain that I felt not being able to have kids. And you gave me a hope for the first time that I was going to be a mom, and you promised, you trust us, we're going to find you your son or daughter. And it was the first time that I believed that actually could happen, and I was just so excited. And we did the portfolio, and I sent it to you guys to look, and then I sent it off, and you guys encouraged me that whole year. Even when I got discouraged, you guys encouraged me that it will happen. God will find you a son or daughter, and you'll just know. And it was just an amazing process, that it wasn't the horror stories that you hear about or anything like that. And when I felt discouraged, I could just call you guys or email you, and you would pick up that phone and make sure that I was okay. And that really meant a lot.
T-Rex.
That's a T-Rex. What does a T-Rex say?
Roar.
In October, I got that call while I was at school. I remember when I sent the portfolio to the birth mom, and it was my last one of the bunch that I'd ordered, and I said I was just really discouraged, oh my gosh, nobody's gonna pick me. And you were like, I promise, Katie, this is your child. This is your child. I know it is. And okay. And I was having like a little pity party for myself because, oh my goodness. And I got the call, the email that it was down to me and another family. And I was like, I've been down this road, and I didn't tell anybody this time. And when you called, it was like, hello, are you serious? I get to be a mom? And it just took a while for it to sink in, but it was the most magical experience. And I got to tell my parents and my friends that I was going to be a mom for the first time. And it was just the most exhilarating feeling that you could possibly ever imagine. And I became a mom that day. Oh.
Bye.
Yeah, watch. Oh, get it.
Bye.
Well, when I met Skylar, and that's his birth mom, we had been communicating through the agencies, the one in Florida and here, and I flew down to meet her in Tampa. I was scared out of my mind because I was so worried. I had read stuff, don't do this, don't say this. And so I was just really nervous. And we met at Applebee's, and I got there first, and, the nerves and the drive over there was like, please just let her like me in person, because I really just don't want her to change her mind. And anyways, and so she walked in, and the first thing she said, would you like to see a picture of your son? And I wasn't expecting that. And she had an ultrasound picture that she had done the day before. And she says, what would you like to name him? Because I want to be able to call him by his name. You're his mom. And I just burst into tears. And I just fell in love with her and her grandmother. And She was just precious, and she had just been through a lot growing up, and it was a cycle of her environment. And if I could have taken her home, I would have taken her home too. And she never made me feel not part of the process. And all the worries that I had went away, and we took pictures together, and we talked about his name and how I came up with his name. And it was just a relaxing, we sat there and ate, and we spent 4 hours talking like we were best of friends. And so that was really nice. The biggest question that I had was, how will I know which child to choose from all the ones that are sent? And I remember one thing that you guys said to me is, you will just know. And that's a hard process to trust, because you want all the babies that come across, because you don't want to be choosy, because that is something you haven't had the option to be, or that you've been told you couldn't be a mom the natural way. But you said God will definitely choose that child for you, and it really does happen. And it just works out so smoothly. And then it's amazing through the journey how many people you come across that have had similar experiences. And I think that trusting you guys and the encouragement that you have with your clients, especially the one with me, you make it so natural that it's almost like 9 months being pregnant, and you just kind of take the pressure off. And that one portfolio or that one profile will come across, and you'll just know it's yours. And it's something that I know, that was the biggest worry of mine, is how will I know? How will I know? But you just do, and just to trust the process, and it will all work out. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say thank you.